All right, folks, it's going on about 8:30 p.m. on this beautiful Tuesday. Had a few problems today, but what are you gonna do? It's been a busy day. Things are running and gunning right now. This is a heavy week. Let's forget about that for right now. Okay, folks, we're out here on just a little bit of a sorghum check. I gotta tell you, I've never claimed to know any better, and I never will. Folks, I think we're on the verge of making absolute perfect sorghum silage. I came out here, well, number one, I need to check it anyway, but I just flipped that over. I took a chunk and flipped it. Still a lot of moisture in there, as you can see. Yesterday and today is one of probably the two greatest dry down, we're going to call them hay baling days, that I think we've had all this summer. It's been unbelievable. This stuff is just absolutely crisping on top, which is good. The goal is for half of this to kind of crisp up, and then what's underneath we'll add in that extra moisture. That is heavy. This whole merging two rows into one with that rotary rake is we're gonna see what happens. The other perfect scenario we have here is I shot this almost upward out of the disc bind, and of course we're leaving a pretty good stubble, and these stems are hard. What I'm trying to say is we shot this out of the disc bind a little bit of an upward deal instead of boom right down to the ground. Folks, it's beautiful. It's truly laying on top of this stubble, which actually Will Sowers, go back to some of his videos. I mean, that guy knows sorghum. He kind of pointed that out, that he did the same thing this year. He left a little bit extra than normal stubble, and it kind of laid on top of it. Now just listen to this. I don't know if you can hear it. I know you can't feel it, but I'm basically chomping that down and chomping stalks. There's a nice little layer underneath for breathing room. I don't know. This is all a test, and all a test for me anyway, as far as chopping this, putting in the silo. Now that I'm coming back out here again, you know, a couple days after cutting, I am extremely pleased with all this material on the ground. I really am. This is going to we're gonna yield some tonnage off of this thing here. I had to pay a visit over to that big local dairy who's also, you know, does a lot of the custom work, is going to custom chop this. They had driven by just a couple times, and just by what they had seen out here, they're like, just double it up, don't triple it. You need to understand, we're bringing out here an 800 horsepower Klaus chopper. Yeah, so that's music to my ears. So I will be coming out here Thursday morning right after the dew dissipates, and I'm going to be merging these by way of rotary rake. I'm basically just going to flip one row on top of another. We're not going to go after a triple. That's getting a little bit greedy. So yeah, they actually stopped over today and brought over the blower and the tractor that's going to run the blower. Now we do have a blower, but it's old, it's cranky. We basically have it just for air filtration reasons when we work in the silo. Will that day change? I don't know. Maybe. Right now it's fit to pay that custom bill to have this done for us. I mean, we're talking about some pricey stuff here, folks. A suitable blower, you know, the chopper, collection of wagons. Who knows? The Vieser farm used to do all that ourselves. Dad had all that stuff. I remember that. It's been quite a while. But yeah, between the corn and alfalfa. Alfalfa was our big ordeal in the silo. Of course, that got fed all winter long inside the barn with that cart. And the old glory days. So, yeah. Tremendous 2 days. Tomorrow's supposed to be the same. I think we got a perfect mix going on here, folks. I really do. Still chaps my hide that we're not going to be able to see this for a year and a half. It's all right. This is getting chopped on Thursday. This fall, corn is going to get thrown on top of this. This is going in the bottom of a silo. I can't do anything differently because the other silo is chock full. Thank God. Which, by the way, we're probably looking at opening up here sooner than later. It's pretty devastating around here, folks. Pastures are awful. We haven't gotten any rain. None. Little bit. Dust control. So there's no choice in the matter. This has to be put on the absolute bottom of the 18-footer. Speaking of that, it's all ready to go. We disassembled and raised the unloader of the silo this afternoon after lunch. Dad and I did. That's all ready to go. It went absolutely great. Usually there's some problems, but it went absolutely phenomenal. So we're all ready to go. Sometime tomorrow, probably tomorrow evening, I'm going to set that blower up. I made a couple phone calls, tried to get a load of gravel in there. There's a little spot in there I want to fix. Otherwise, you got to put up with it all stinking year long. We'll see about getting that load of gravel tomorrow and getting set up. Okay, let's talk about the schedule for tomorrow. Tomorrow, by the way, I just got back from a little custom disking job. It definitely wasn't what was spoken about. Does that sound familiar? Whatever. Oh, Jesus. I actually have some words for that, but I'm going to keep it to myself. Okay. Tomorrow starts off with, of course, morning chores, breeding. We're still AIing. We are up over 30 head now AI'd. And we're going to continue it for one more week. Things are just going very well in that department, so why ruin a good thing? Plus, we all know the story on my bulls. I'm going to get some information on them from the vet here coming Friday. She's going to stop out and kind of give me her blessing or none. Right after breeding, as long as something's within heat, I've got another small little custom job. I'm going to go knock down about 6-7 acres of sorghum for a neighbor farmer. He's in a little bit of a tight squeeze this year. If it wasn't for bad luck, he wouldn't have any good luck. He wouldn't have any luck at all this year. It's just awful. So I'm going to go do my good deed, help a neighbor out, because by God, I get help. And I'm probably going to need help as time goes on. We all do. If you're self-sufficient fully and solely, congratulations. You're a better person than I am. As soon as that little custom sorghum cutting's done, the grassy alfalfa field, folks, is down. And I guarantee that was possibly baleable today, but it wasn't in the cards. So I'm going to rake that up. Pretty small windrows, so I'm going to go ahead and hook up to the New Holland double windrow rake, 1022, and go from there. The plan is to start baling mid-afternoon. There's a lot of stuff going on tomorrow, and with the good weather that we're going to have and this continued pure sun and dryness, it'll be okay. Bale count off of there, I don't know. we'll see what that square baler does. We've already worked on a little bit. We're tearing it apart even more and putting it back together tomorrow. I don't know. Worst case scenario, I got to round bale it all. I really don't want to. That's some high grade alfalfa in there. The horse hay buyers are screaming for it. I could use a new pair of shoes. I can tell you that right now. But yeah, baling, and then I got to finish off that other field. Of course, you seen the earlier video today with the culti mulcher went kapluk. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Somebody left a comment that I seen, and I do agree with you. In fact, I'm gonna tell you right now, after I made that video, I actually I finished off the main section very slowly but surely, mainly for a pack job, and it did a wonderful job. Just got to take it real nice and easy and slow. I may end up tackling that tomorrow night. We'll see what happens, but lot going on. I got all my alfalfa, my Timothy, and my brome seed. I had some left over, but I got the rest of it here today at the mill. That's ready to go to start being planted on Friday, and planting will continue on Saturday. And a partridge in a pear tree. Hey, Fred. Empty-handed. I still like saying, hey, Fred. We will be saying, hey, Fred, this weekend sometime. I can guarantee you that. Right now, I don't have the smarts for that. Got to keep on an even line here. Too much going on. This is a buster of a week. The next 2 weeks afterwards are going to be the same as well. It's that time of year where it's just everything's creeping up. It's go. We'll be damn near shut down after the next couple 3 weeks until it's corn harvest. And I plan on doing a lot of tilling this winter to delete this fall, to delete a lot of the tilling for spring of next year. I got a plan. I'll share that with you as time goes on here. But yeah, I like what I'm seeing here, folks. I think we're in for a real treat, and we'll see. I gotta get going. Hope everybody's having a good week. All's well, and keep trying. Things will be okay. Kids, I hope you heard that. Get off your butt. Talk to you sooner and later.